Okay, so I think without much ado, let me open the meeting because Sergeant at Arm, Memuna, and Srinivas are still awaited. So, a warm good evening to wonderful Toastmasters of Leading Ladies and Laugh Out Loud Club. Welcome to a joint meeting of Conspiracy Theory. So before we begin, there are some ground rules. You are sitting in your house, relax and sit on your chair, your table, and keep away from the WhatsApp. Even if it gets boring, don't have the urge of taking to the WhatsApp. Behave like good citizen so that your children can follow your example, especially when they have online coaching, they will not touch their phones. Number one. Snacks, you can help yourself. You can just off your screen, just gobble a chocolate or something. Washroom, you know where it is, so we don't have to worry about all that. So you save on our club's expenses of snacks. Thank you so much for coming virtually. Now let's read the mission statement. Please repeat after me. We provide
We provide
a supportive and positive learning experience
a supportive, positive,
a supportive and a positive learning experience
in which members are empowered
in which members are
empowered
to develop communication and leadership skills,
to develop communication and leadership skills,
resulting in greater self-confidence
resulting in greater self-confidence
and personal growth.
and personal growth. Yeah.
Okay. We provide a positive and supportive learning experience in which members are empowered. Members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skill, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I love this club mission because I feel, it sums up an individual and Toastmaster in totality. So I think this is one amazing club mission statement we must follow. So thank you so much. With that, I would like to hand over the podium to the president, and that is once again me. So welcome. See, Toastmasters wear many hats. So yes, I know we have to have. Adi just sending a message that we need to have 1 minute silence for Ashok Lanka. So yes, as president, let me first welcome all our members from Laugh Out Loud Club as well as from Leading Ladies. And the mood is going to, and one guest, Nitya, who is like not a guest for me, but for the other two clubs. And today our wonderful Toastmaster, Ashok Lanka, belonging to ASSP, American Society of Safety Personal Toastmasters Club, expired today at a very young age, I would say. I think he was between 50s and 60s with a heart attack, and prayers for his family. So I would say, Timer Yusuf, if you can just time for 1 minute, let us silently pray for his well-being. So let's have a minute of silence. Yusuf, please inform. Thank you. Thank you, Timer.
Yes, the moment is over.
Thank you. Yes, life is very unpredictable. We have to make the most of it. And when you actually think back and reflect, is what matters is our family and friends, the time that we spend with them. So I feel we should live every moment very, very meaningfully before we join the universe. So I have invited everyone. Okay, we have a guest coming in. So let me proceed. May his soul rest in peace. Yes. Let me proceed with my role as a T-Mod once again. And the theme of today's meeting is, anyone? What is the
conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy theory. Yes. The first thing that comes to our mind is like conspiracy theory. What is it? Two people gossiping and conspiring against the third one. Yeah, ladies, are you just thinking, oh, is that the conspiracy? So what is the conspiracy theory? But of course, we are Toastmasters, so we are smart. If it was any non-Toastmaster, they would have thought conspiracy theory is somebody conspiring for something wrong. But what we Toastmasters, we look at the positive side of everything. So I would say this is the universe conspiring to make things happen. Now, one of my very good friend, Mariam Rangat, you must have heard about Mariam Rangat, right? She is the area director. No, you don't know? Okay, she's the area director, area 1717 director, Mariam Rangat. So I like her spiritual take on it. So what she tells, that if you desperately run behind something, I want it, that runs further from you. But what you have to do, keep working towards it. So it's not that when you want something, it happens. But when you need it and when the time is right, the universe itself will conspire and make it happen for you. I'll give a small example. There was one particular year, there was a dance competition here, ladies dance. And I was like, asking, ladies, come, let's make a group. I want to take part and I want to dance in that. And none of the ladies were interested. Then there was a teacher of a school, Himali, her name was. She and her group were taking part in the dance. And I was like, please, can I join your dance? And they said, no, our ladies already finalized and they went and they took part in the dance. And they didn't win that year, okay? So that was okay, they didn't win. Now, next year, I get a call from one of the teachers of the school and she said, there is this same dance competition coming this year. Would you like to take part in my team? And I was like, wow. And that year, our team came second in that ladies, ladies about 20 or 30, in that we came second. So what was happening? The time was not right. Had I taken part that year, our team wouldn't have won. But I was very desperate to take part. But the next year when I took part, our team won. Now that was the time right. And the universe conspired. There are two tricks to it. One, if you really want something, don't be desperate to it, but be in the game. Continue doing what you are doing. So I was already dancing. Suppose I would have just quit from dancing, I would have become very lethargic. And when the opportunity came, I wouldn't be able to take it. So whenever you have any missed opportunity, don't think it's a waste of time. Even if you have missed at that point of time, it's not a waste, because the universe is conspiring. The universe is taking note of your failures. The universe is taking note of your small successes. And eventually, the universe will make it happen. So continue it. When the time is right, there'll be unseen, like the Wi-Fi around you. There'll be forces around you. They will make it happen. So I hope you can reflect on your own lives, in your own memory, things which have happened to you. Am I right? So you have the chat column open. Now it will not be possible because we have a really hectic schedule today and we have many things lined up. So I will not be able to ask each of you how universe has conspired to make you happen. And I can see we have amazing guests, Lawrence Chinedu, and we have Sakuntala. So please introduce yourself. Where did you hear about us and from where you are, and how did universe conspire to make some things happen with you? Now, let me begin the meeting in my T-Mod role. And we have President Meher joining in from Leading Ladies. President Meher, before I proceed introducing the role players, would you like to say some words? President
Thank
Meher
you so
of
much,
Leading
Toastmaster
Ladies.
Tabassum. First of all, I apologize for being late. I am trying to fix my laptop. Yesterday, I made the mistake of allowing my husband to use it, and I don't know what he has done. All my account is deleted. So I'm very sorry. I'm trying to log in. And thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to have this meeting with Laughing Out Club, because we have been hearing a lot about it. And of course, under the leadership of Toastmaster Tabassum, I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful time here. And we hope to learn something. And I would like this opportunity to also welcome our guests. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's have a great meeting ahead. Back to you, Toastmaster Tabassum. Sorry, DTM Tabassum.
Yes, thank you so much. It's really feeling nice to be attended. Today I'm feeling that I've become a DTM. Thank you so much. And we see a nice dialogue of Rubina, what she has written. And I have to, thank you, Meher, for that nice address that you have given us. I'm reading Rubina's dialogue because she's quoting my favorite star, Shah Rukh Khan. I will say it in Hindi and then I'll translate it for you in English. She has written, इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुम्हें पाने की कोशिश की है कि हर जर्रे ने मुझे तुमसे मिलाने की साजिश की है. That's how I met you, is Rubina is saying to me. So I will translate it in the words of Paulo Coelho. If I'm right, that is how that. One second. That's how he's pronounced. Am I right? Any English expert can correct me to the Paulo Coelho. That's right. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. It is said by Paulo Coelho. Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing the author's name correctly.
Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho. Okay, Paulo Coelho. Now, before we begin, let me adopt the agenda. I think we have all the role players present here with us. So I would like someone to please propose the agenda and second the agenda.
This is DTM Aris Jafar. I am the VP Education of Laugh Out Loud Toastmasters Club. I raise a motion to adopt the agenda with as it is.
Thank you so much. And we can have, yes, someone seconding it. Yes, Yusuf, please go ahead.
Yes, I, TM Yusuf Naif, I second Arij's, how do you say it, please?
The motion. I second the motion.
Motion, yes. I second Arij's motion, yes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was a better word than motion for this, this. Please coin some better words, English language. Okay. So now moving ahead with the agenda, and this is our club always reminds me, either they send me privately or DTM Wafa is the one who will tell me that you have forgotten to adopt the agenda. So thank you so much for always covering my back for me. So thank you once again. And let's, since it's a Laugh Out Loud club, let's introduce our leading ladies with our norm of Laugh Out Loud. Let's do our laughing exercise. Okay. So let's laugh it out loud. 1, 2, 3. Rubina is like, what's happening? Yes, come on, you need to loosen up.
Yes.
Okay, you can silently laugh now.
Okay.
Okay. Now laugh very like gentlemanly and very graciously ladylike. I hope you're doing that behind the screen. Okay, so now I'm sure it has energized you. Whatever said and done, this ritual does energizes you. So let me introduce to you our role players. Our first role player is our wonderful general evaluator, DTM Wafa Salman. And let me tell you, you will be hearing one amazing evaluation from her. But before I call her, let me just introduce her to you. Where is her? Yes. She is a coach, a trainer in Australian College of Kuwait. She's past district director, immediate past president of Laugh Out Loud Club. How universe has conspired for her, pursuing her MBA, and it happened in 2014. She felt happy, fulfilled, satisfied, and gratitude for God. After that, she is pursuing her PhD, and I'm sure when the time is right, it is definitely going to happen. So please welcome our general evaluator for the day, DTM Wafa Salman. Over to you. A round of applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day and our president. My role as a general evaluator is to evaluate the meeting from the beginning and before it begins till it ends. And I have a segment at the end of the meeting. I will call upon the reports to and give the best that we can do to increase our effectiveness in our meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, our general evaluator, DTM Wafa Salman. Now let's call our very important person, our time-conscious Toastmaster, Yusuf Naif. But before I invite him, let me just introduce him to you. He would say, graduating from his university, Australian American University of Kuwait after studying for 12 years. Due to lack of time management and trying to balance it with theater, wow, theater. He is an English, Arabic, acting, and Quran tutor, mashallah, who wants to support himself by himself one day. His mission is to serve his community and make his students happy, which I can see his positivity that he spreads around. Our timer, Yusuf Naf, over to you.
Thank you, DTM Tabassum. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing great. I am your timer for today. I'm going to time all the speeches and all the evaluations. So before each speech and each evaluation, I'll give you the timing for each one of them. Or do I give them now?
No, before every segment, it is
Before
advisable
every
to give the timing. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so thank you. I'm back to you, DTM Tabassum.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf Naf, for that wonderful introduction. Now, first, we will move on to our prepared speech segment as per the agenda. And for today, since we have so many variety of segment lined up, we have just one eminent speaker, DTM Priscilla Dias, who is very, very, very crucial to our Leading Ladies Club. And I think I personally can't do without her. And I can see Iman, our immediate past president, nodding head in the name of Priscilla. So we have Priscilla, our speaker, who will be embarking on Project 3 on engaging humor. And I'm looking forward to this particular speech of hers. So she is by profession a wonderful cake baker who has baked my 50th birthday cake. It's a beautiful cake. She is a DTM, past area director, past president, and here we have Priscilla. Before I call her, I would like to call her evaluator, immediate past president Iman Martin, to tell her project objectives. Iman, over to you.
Thank you, TMOD, DTM Tabassum. Today, DTM Priscilla is giving her speech entitled Toastmasters Affairs. And the purpose of her project is for her to determine her style of humor and apply it to a speech that centers around a central message. I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure it's going to be excellent. And I personally always think humorous speeches are usually the hardest to give, but I'm sure Priscilla is going to wow us. So without further ado, I welcome to the stage our wonderful DTM Priscilla and her Toastmasters Affairs.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Iman, for that project objective and for motivating our speaker. And let's welcome DTM Priscilla Dias with her speech title, Toastmasters Affair. Over to you. And I think your speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes.
Yes, the speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes indeed. Good luck, DTM Priscilla.
If you're wondering if I'm going to expose our fellow Toastmasters, then you are absolutely right. This is a scoop of all scoops you don't want to miss. And even if it means for me to expose the affairs of my husband, distinguished Toastmaster Cajetan Barreto, who is not here, you have all the right to know. 2 years ago, my husband received a call. Hi, Tabu. Tell me, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And then for the next 1 hour, I don't hear him speak at all. Only a couple of yes, no, okay. What I did not understand was he could spend an hour plus listening to her. And I don't remember a single day in our 24 years of married life that I have spent 10 minutes with him at a stretch. So who is this Tabu? You all guessed right. Distinguished Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, who says she's scared to talk to my husband. But she can spend hours talking to him, be it day or night. And he does not mind. But tell you frankly, they are poles apart. He goes by the books and she is all over the place. And yet they can spend hours talking together. Well, enough of taboo. Let's move on to the next. Toastmaster. This Toastmaster, when we attended SPCL meetings in Romania, would call my husband to take her to the meetings. Now, should this bother me or should it not? But let me explain. We lived in Salva. The meetings were held in Romania and she lived in Salmia. And all the members of that club lived in Salmia. Yet she found nobody else but my husband to pick her up. And it was expected of me to do my makeup when we drove to her place. And when we reached her place, my husband would call her and she would say, oh, please, can you give me 5 minutes? I need to put on makeup. Any idea who this Toastmaster is? Distinguished Toastmaster Nasima Khan. Would anybody think of it? Nasima Khan? Let's spice it up for you. District Toastmasters Annual Conference 2019 was held in Bahrain. And most of the Toastmasters from Kuwait were at the Kuwait International Airport, Terminal 4, to fly to Bahrain. And there was this beautiful, tall lady sitting in the passenger's lounge. And guess who was sitting next to her? Yes, my husband, with her laptop wide open, discussing figures and scenarios that they will present at the DTAC District Council. Oblivious of the fact that 1,000 pair of eyes were snooping on them. And among them were me in one corner. Everybody said they vibe so well. They are true Toastmasters. If you want to know anything about Toastmasters, all you need to do is contact DTM Shilpa Reddy and DTM Kajetan. They are made for Toastmasters. Even my husband told me, speak to Shilpa if you need anything. That hurts. Anyways, that was long ago. It's all over now. But recently, the pandemic hit us and we were on our knees. So much so that we had to move to Salmia, to a smaller house. And at that time, my husband said, why are you looking for apartments in Salva? Didn't we decide that we are moving to Salmia Block 10? I don't remember that conversation. And then it clicked. Tabu, Nasima, Shilpa, Blossom. Did I tell you about Blossom? Okay, let's keep it for another time. All of them live in Salmia Block 10. And now I had a new challenge to look for an apartment anywhere else that would woo my husband. And I did. You know, wives go to any extent. I succeeded. Signing the contract, the house contract in Salmia Block 2. I was relieved. Until my husband came out of the apartment, of the building, and said, looking right, said, DTM Wafa lives down the street. Oh, big boss. By the way, do you know that if you can be trapped in Wafa's net? Try it out. Stop your car at the Holiday Inn Salmia signal, the traffic signal, and you will see VavaNet pops up the moment you try to check your social media. This is what these women are. Well, Toastmasters guest at this meeting, I have a confession to make. This speech was for entertainment purpose only. No offense against you beautiful women who came into our lives. And after all, this is to have fun. This is LOL meeting. Remember, a day without laughter is a day wasted. Charlie Chaplin. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for our one and only speaker, Priscilla Dias, DTM. And I would say this is one platform, where in the garb of humor or speech or whatever, you can say anything, even about your husband, and get away with it. So I would say 1 minute of silence for your feedback to this wonderful speech. Yusuf, 1 minute.
Yes, 1 minute
Thank
is
you
over.
so much. Now, after a prepared speech, we are yet again going, this itself was humorous enough. And now we'll be going for our second segment, that is stand-up comedy. So for stand-up comedy, do we need to call the evaluator now? Evaluator Srinivas is, no, not now, but Srinivas is not present today. So impromptu, who would,
maybe Dr. Muhammad Makhlouf can help with that.
he's giving the workshop.
I know, but he can evaluate us, right, Doctor? Yes, come on. Who's better than you, yeah, Doctor? I am a stand-up comedy. You will evaluate me. No, yalla.
So,
Yay.
so who would
Dr.
be the
Muhammad
evaluator?
Dr.
Okay, so
Muhammad
we
Makhlouf.
have,
Yes.
Srinivas is always on time. I'm sure he must be stuck for some very important work. Others, he's one person who always comes on time. So let's have Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf, who wears many, many hats. I cannot even count the number of hats. So he will be evaluating the stand-up comedy for today. So for that, we have our first speaker, our first timer from Leading Ladies, who is taking up the challenge of stand-up comedy. And we are all eagerly, excitedly waiting to hear from her and see her wonderful smile already. When I asked her about her universe conspiracy theory, she says she always wants to be independent and self-sufficient. At the beginning, soon after graduation, when opportunity struck, it was a tedious task to convince her father for it. His understanding was either you join the family business or stay home till you are remarried off. So determined was that she overcame this challenge and have not stopped working since then till now. So joining the Toastmaster was one among several in her bucket list. And yes, today, giving the stand-up comedy for first time, she can strike that off her bucket list. So let's introduce and welcome Toastmaster Felicitas D'Souza with a round of applause. You have 3 to 4 minutes. Timer, please note. Over to you.
You are muted. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
You are audible.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, we
thank
can
you.
hear you perfectly.
Yes. Hi, hello, and good evening, DTMs, TMs, and guests if any. I'm Felsita, a wife and a mother. Wife of one and mother of four. Any Bollywood lovers, TikTok lovers here who can think of this situation and connect it with the Bollywood song?
Hum Panch.
Ah,
Hum Panch.
1 2 ka 4, 4 2 ka 1.
Yeah, 1 2 ka 4 2 ka 1. Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay. I know it's hard to make people laugh. And here I am just to do that and see if I have that streak in me to get, or rather tickle those laugh muscles in y'all and get it working. The other day, there was a knock on our door, which to be honest, we barely heard it. It was too soft. It was followed by the doorbell ringing. And I charge up to the door, open the door, and come face to face with our newly moved in neighbors. A sweet couple. The man is so huge, resembles Hulk. And the wife is pretty like me. The Hulk-looking man, sorry to say so, is a 6-footer. And he lowers himself to the level of me. All those who have seen me know the level what I'm talking about. He stoops down to my level, looks into my eyes, and says, "Please, can you lower the volume of your TV? We are putting our children to sleep." That voice definitely did not match that physique. Well, it was at the tip of my tongue to say so, but I bit it hard. I turned around to see the TV, and the blank, non-switched on TV stayed back at me and at him. At him because he could see the TV from where he was standing outside the door. Embarrassingly, I turned around and said to them, "Sorry guys, we were just trying out our new sound system." Well, to be honest, I didn't realize that at that intense hour of argument with my youngest fourth child, who's 14-year-old, the Hitler mother me has a voice that is so loud that it can carry through walls, through pillars, corridor, and their wooden door. Well, the momster, that is something she fondly calls me with. The momster's junior, well, her volume voice is not less too. Forget the walls and the corridors and the wooden door. Her voice must have reached the ground floor, and we live on the 4th. I blame it all on the poorly constructed buildings though. They need to have double layers of voice insulation. And I'm just saying this, and I'm not talking about the tiring times one has to face raising teenagers. Coming to this pandemic, many of us have gained a lot of knowledge, a lot of understanding, new ways of living. When it comes to me and my husband, we have gained some undesirable pounds. So much that we are both so scared of even standing on a weighing scale. That is because of the endless experimenting new dishes, sampling, tasting, which has all not gone to waste. It has royally settled down all over us from top to bottom. And I don't even want to tell y'all about the way we both get roasted by our very own children. When I say we are scared to stand on the weighing scale, I'm sure my husband must be trying it out when I'm not around, because I do the same when no one is watching. And we are so uncomfortable to eat in front of our children that we sneakingly eat our food in the kitchen without attracting any prying eyes. But we get caught red-handed doing it. Out of the blue, all of a sudden, our part-time domestic helper decides to leave us and take up a new job. She has served us 7 long years, and her announcement left me so shocked. I'd gotten too used to her. And can you believe it? Where was the new job she'd taken up with? It was with our newly moved in next door neighbors. And would you want to know the reason why she chose to leave us? My healthy look, which has gotten our children asking us if the 5th child is on the way, well, she must have overheard it again and again and must have got frightened, thinking that now she'll have to help out with the chores of raising a brand new baby. I've raised the army of 4 children, telling them not to bully their peers, their friends, their neighbors, any outsider, but I forgot to add to the list their very own parents. It's actually kind of getting on my nerves now. If these kids keep these jokes up, I tell you, I might actually try and give them what they bully me for. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing. And this is the first attempt at stand-up comedy, and kudos, Felsita. Excellently done. And I was laughing through and through because I was imagining myself in that state. Thank you so much. Great going. Now please give your comments in the chat column, and we'll move on to our next stand-up comedian, Ari Jafar. Yes, who is known for her incredible humor. So let's hear it from Ari Jafar. DTM, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. And as I usually do, please open your cameras. If you cannot unmute yourself, at least I can see your faces. Yes, Felix, thank you. Wafa, open your camera. Lakshmi, Priscilla, Lawrence, everyone, yalla, come on, open it. Okay, great audience so far. I have a question for all of you. Hi, Lakshmi. For all of you, how many of you saw my humor speech last year in the DTAC?
I saw.
Okay, I have like 3, 4. Well, it was about me hate to go to gym, right? Okay, this is just like a brief. Now I have a question only for Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf. Only for you, please unmute yourself and say no. I mean, say the answer of my question. You think I am cute?
No.
Thank you so much. That's true, everyone. I am not a cute person. But recently, I have joined the gym. Can you believe that? Yes, I did. I don't know if it's obvious, but I did, and I lost weight. You want to know why I am so into that gym? And why I asked that question to Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf? Let me tell you. Because Ya Tabassum, it is not a ladies' gym. It is a mixed gym. Actually, it's men's gym. So, Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf, if you agreed that day to come with me to the gym, you would see how cute I am. Because the moment I enter to that gym, my personality changed. Well, the moment I enter, I do like this. Hi, coach. How are you? Let's practice. Yay. So you can imagine that the moment I enter there, or if you can tell, since it's men, and you know, many of them, they like to work out and take off their shirts. Like, I know Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf won't feel comfortable with that, but for me, when I'm trying to concentrate on my workout, I lost tracking the numbers. Like, you know, like someone took off, so, like, and then I was, I mean, what I mean that in the gym, we try our best, but the main reason why I'm still stuck, or not stuck, why I'm still into that gym is because I want to lose weight, yes, and because to see all the machines and the equipment and the things that's there. I mean, playing hard and doing the things we want to do is really important. Actually, today, DTM Tabassum posted one post that you did not change, but you found yourself. And I did found myself in the gym. And I believe that that gym changed me to a cute person, yeah, doctor. So you have to come and join me, or you won't like it. You won't like it. Anyway, I tried my hard to take him to that gym, but after like being more than 1 month, I found out that he should not be there. Like, you stay wherever you are, yeah, Dr. Muhammad, because you don't need to see that part of me. I believe no one needs to see that part. Like what I showed you today is like nothing. Well, that's it. Thank you so much, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. I think all salesperson should learn from you how to sell a gym. So please give your comments in the section for our wonderful stand-up comedians and our speaker. And this brings us to the end of the prepared speech segment. A round of applause for all our speakers. I'm sure you all had I can see Felix smiling. So we all had a great time listening to 3 amazing speeches. Now let's move on. After hearing all the speeches, let's have a very, very interactive session, that is our table topics. And this is from the president of Leading Ladies, Toastmaster Meher. She's mother of 2 beautiful children. And for her, how universe conspired is, she told me a little bit of story about herself. Is universe conspired, she told us the story of about how she met her husband. Now, obviously, she went in for an arranged marriage, and she said her mother-in-law was traveling to Pakistan to search a groom for her. And on the way, she came and she saw Meher. Okay. And then her mother also traveled to Pakistan to search a groom for her. And her mother-in-law was traveling to Pakistan to search a bride for his son. And both of them traveled to Pakistan. I don't know why they traveled to Pakistan, because when they came back here, the groom and the bride were in Kuwait itself. Okay, so finally they found the bride and the groom in Kuwait itself, and they got married in Kuwait. And her grandmother said that, yes, it's better to have somebody from the Kuwait. So in the whole story, I didn't understand why the mother and mother-in-law traveled to Pakistan to search the bride and groom who were here in Kuwait itself. So that's the controversy.
Actually, you got it a little confused. No, the way the universe conspired was, my mother-in-law was actually traveling because she had to get her other daughter married. So she was going, and she just stopped by for 10 minutes in my house just to take a look at me, because somebody told her there is a girl who's available. So she left, and then she got busy in her daughter's wedding. So we did not know if she liked me or she hated me, because there was complete silence from her. So my mother thought that she did not like poor me. And then my mother traveled to Pakistan because she had to find a groom for me. So the day that my mother had to say yes to somebody for me, my mother-in-law called her and said, no, I want your daughter. So I think it was just destined for me to be here, because otherwise, if my mother-in-law was just 1 day late, I would be married to somebody else.
So that's great. So the universe conspires, and in case of marriages, I always believe that universe conspires
Yes.
and gets you married.
Yes.
So that's a very valid example. So thank you so
Yes,
much.
and the other thing is, when I didn't know my husband at all, but when I got married to him, I think there are like 20 people that we know in common, but I had never met him before.
That's nice. Great. So now we have our table topic master,
Yes.
Toastmaster Meher, and we have a different format in Laugh Out Loud Club, which our President Meher from Leading Ladies will be following. So Meher, you will have 10 minutes and you can choose 5 speakers for your table topic segment. Over to you, Toastmaster Meher.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Tabassum.
So nice to hear that.
Yes, it's always nice to hear. So I think the format that you told me, I would call it less of like a formal table topic. I think it's a very fun game that we are going to do right now. We will have, for the leading ladies, I let you know that they have a format that I will be starting a story, and then we will select 5 to 6 people who will keep continuing it, and you will have 1 minute to speak. So I would request the timer that at 30 seconds, he can show the green card, at 45 seconds, the yellow, and at 1 minute, as soon as he shows the red card, we will change the speaker. So whoever is speaking will immediately stop wherever you are, and the next person will go. So please raise your hands. I think 5 people are good, or 6. What do you say, Toastmaster? We have 5 people.
5
Okay.
5 people we can have.
Okay. So 5 people, please raise your hands, and then I will start my story. And
Please open your camera and help our table
Yes,
topic
please.
master.
Come on, people. Okay, so the first we have Rubina, Shakuntala. Would you like to?
Yes. Yes.
Great. Okay. So we have Shakuntala and
Felix, open your camera. Have Felix also.
yes, where is he? Felix, I think he
yes,
left.
he's here.
He's here? Where is he? Ah, there he is.
Yes, he's
Sorry.
here.
I'm sorry, I'm under the weather right now. My eyes are so itchy. I am barely able to concentrate. Okay, so number 3. Okay, I'm going to give you numbers as well. So number 1 is Rubina. Number 2 is Sakuntala. Number 3 is Felix. So you will go one after the other. So we need 2 more.
We have Lawrence, Jamila, Ambreen, Fatma,
Iman,
Sehan. Yes, Memuna.
Arij just finished.
We need 2 more.
Wafa, Lawrence, Iman.
Who would like to go for it? Can we have
2 more
Jamila,
people.
Ambreen, Fatma? Okay,
Okay,
Iman.
Iman.
We have Iman. We need 1 more.
So we have Iman at number 4. So 1 more person.
Yeah, who will wrap
Fatma.
up the story? Jamila, Ambreen, come on, raise your hand. Lakshmi, Lakshmi, count her in. Lakshmi, yes, count her in.
Yes, Lakshmi. So Lakshmi, you're done. Where is she? There is Lakshmi. Okay, people. So as soon as I finish, Rubina will carry on, and then we'll have Shakuntala, then we'll have Felix, and then we'll have Iman and Lakshmi to end it. So here goes. Please start the timer. Please listen, Rubina. There we go. While walking to the office this morning, it began to rain. Of course, it rains the day I forget my umbrella. Not wanting to get soaked, I threw my bag over my head and kept walking. The road started to flood. I looked around for shelter, but everything was floating away. Just then, the sun comes out, and I realize I am standing in the middle of a... Rubina, continue.
Okay, I was standing in the middle of a traffic jam, and I suddenly see a lot of cars moving across, and I was a bit lost. I still walked forward towards my office, and once again, then suddenly the clouds become gray, and the rain starts pouring, and I just juggle around myself to look for an umbrella. And to my unfortunateness, the umbrella doesn't open, and I keep struggling. And finally, I see the umbrella is torn and it's broken, and I've left with nothing, and I'm fully drenched with water. Anyways, I keep on looking for shelter, moving around, looking for bus stops, looking for shelter. And then finally, I enter a mall. And that was the lucky part, because I love shopping. And
Stop, Rubina.
I got a good
Shakuntala,
shelter
continue.
to relax.
Rubina, stop. Shakuntala,
Okay,
continue. You enter the mall.
I entered the mall and I saw these beautiful dresses and shoes, which I wanted to buy for a long time. I thought, whoa, what a lucky day. The rain brought such a luck day for me. So I just started shopping. I just collected all the things and just came to the billing counter. Then suddenly I found my wallet was missing. While I was struggling to open that umbrella, someone pickpocketed my wallet. Now I had no money. I felt so embarrassed, and I had to keep the things and came out without anything. Now I thought, this is not my lucky day. At that point, I heard someone was screaming. I just looked at the other side and just started walking through that sound. I saw a girl was struggling and asked what happened. She said, no, someone was coming and chasing me. Please help me. I said, don't worry. I'll help you. I hold her hand. And suddenly I felt there was no one there. I got panicked. Is it a ghost?
Please stop, Shakuntala. Felix, your turn. You got panicked.
Is it a ghost or I'm lost? Finally, I don't think so. I think it's a conspiracy. So I turn around and try to get somebody. Luckily, I saw another mall, a fancy mall. I don't bother and straight walk into the mall because I feel I'm hungry. I want to eat. After I get wet, so where can find a nice food in mall? During search around, suddenly I met my friend, Miss Arish Jafar. She was there. Definitely, I will ask, Jafar, buy me a meal. I give you my smile. I have a lovely smile. I make you happy today. Trust me, I can make your day beautiful. You don't need to go to gym anymore. Look at my body. I can train you. I give you a solution. But I got a reject from her. What should I do? I turn away, still meet my friend.
Stop.
So.
Iman, you turn away. You're muted.
I turned away and bumped straight in to a policeman. Oh. Should I tell you? What shall I tell you? Okay, I've had a terrible day. First, I got in the flood. I tried to save myself and found myself in a traffic jam. Then I went into the mall and I found a wonderful pair of shoes that I really, really wanted. But when I went to pay for them, I found I'd been pickpocketed. Can you help me, Mr. Policeman? Isn't this your job? Please. I'm so desperate. What do I do? How do I find my purse? What can I do? I really need that piece of those shoes. They're the best shoes. I've been dreaming about them. Please, Mr. Policeman, please. Can you help me? I really need.
Stop. Lakshmi, your turn.
As I am shouting to the policeman for the shoes and trying to make him wake up from the pickpocket, suddenly I find myself shaking, and suddenly I open my eyes. And my God, thank God, this was all a huge, horrible dream. And I'm actually snuggled up closely in my bed, and there was no flood. It's raining outside and I'm chilling inside, and there were no pickpockets, but I really need to get those shoes. Yeah, and I'm hungry. So that's why I dreamed of food and mall, yeah? So I just wake up and go downstairs, running downstairs to find something to eat and to wake up myself properly. And then when I look out of the window, I see that policeman that I saw in my dream, he's standing on the other side of the street. What a weird kind of dream. Is this some kind of matrix or what? I'm thinking to myself, and then I'm washing up and I'm getting ready. And as I come out of the home, again it starts raining. So I search for my umbrella.
Time out. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I loved it. And the best part is how it all rounded up. You know, I started from the road, then we went to the mall, then we had dresses and shopping, then we had food, then we had shoes. It was a complete experience. Wonderful, wonderful. And I think everybody did really well. I had a lot of fun. I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. And our president of Leading Ladies deserve a round of applause for conducting this segment so seamlessly. So a whole round of applause to all the speakers as well as Toastmaster Mayor. Woo! It was really fun, and I loved the way all the speakers, the way they continued the whole story. So kudos to all of you. And yes, there are Leading Ladies. I'm going to give a big write-up on our group. I was so happy to see the humor element coming out of you. And this is the advantage of joint meetings. You know, when you come together, there are so many things we learn from each other. So great going. And now after this interesting segment, let's embark on our education segment. After this entertainment, let's have some learning about a workshop on humorous, how to inject humor into your speech by none other than our wonderful trainer and a Toastmaster who wears many, 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 many hats. So before I call him, let me give a brief introduction about him. Well, he's not a humorist, he's not a speaker, he's not a leader. By profession, he's a dentist. And he has all these additional qualities with him. And one of the most approachable person, I must say. Dentist by profession with master's degrees in oral surgery. And I really get scared to open my mouth in front of him. I got bad set of teeth. He's a self-development trainer. He's a life coach, distinguished Toastmaster, and past District 20 director. He has won Excellence Award in Program Quality in 2016 to 18, Division Director of the Year 2015 and 16. He has chartered many clubs and mentored many District 20 speech champions. Although I'm not still a champion, but he has mentored me as well. Today, let's hear the workshop titled from our expert, How to Inject Humor to Your Speech. With a round of applause, welcome our DDDD, 4D Effect Man, Dr. Mohammed Makhlouf.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM, Tabassum Ali. Good evening, ladies. I was expecting more men from Laugh Out Loud, but unfortunately, it seems that even Laugh Out Loud has majority of ladies. I'm so happy that we have Flix and Yusuf. Alhamdulillah. At least 3 of us are there. Anyway, if you want to learn how to inject humor in your speeches, you have to be like Arij. She knows the way, goes the way, but in a wrong way. So don't do like her. First of all, what do we mean by humorous speech? Who knows? Open your mind, feel free. Let's enjoy these 10 minutes. What is humorous speech? Huh?
I would say anything that would make you laugh. Anything that will make you laugh, whether it's a situation,
No,
whether
it's not anything that makes you laugh.
No?
Makes the audience laugh.
Anything that makes you laugh.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Lakshmi.
Makes anything that makes the audience laugh. Or your
No.
hearers. No?
No, it is not. This is not the humorous speech. Who knows?
The difference between joke and humor is joke just make you laugh, but humor they must have some hidden message to bring out. This is my understanding.
Okay.
Yeah. Humorous speech is a speech which has an opening body, closing like any other speech, with elements of humor, little bit of entertainment.
Yes. Who has another more details? Wafa.
It's a speech with incidents that we can learn from, but said in a humor way that we can laugh while learning the lesson.
This is a very good tabassum and wafa. But what do we mean by humor way? How
It is,
can
we have to
give
we
it
have to say
in a
that
humor? Yes,
we have to say it unexpected things that makes it.
unexpected. Yes, good one. What else?
Be crazy.
Nobody want to give me a co-host or allow me to share my screen, or shall I continue like that? Or
Give him anything for Dr. Makhlouf.
Wafa, give me anything. Even Robert Dinar, I don't mind.
Co-host.
Thank you.
Doctor,
Okay.
you need to be crazy in humorous speeches.
Why? No, you don't need to be crazy at all. As you all said, it's at the beginning, it's a speech, right? By the way, my laptop is working by himself today. I don't know what happened. Anyway, maybe because ladies are there, so he's so happy. Again, I didn't touch anything. It's moving by itself. So the first thing, you need to select the right topic to speak about. And many of the authors of the funny stories, they said that to make people laugh, you have to make them superior than you. So they will laugh at you. They will laugh on the situation. No, still. They will laugh on the situation that you faced. So pick a topic of a situation that you faced and struggled in. So keep yourself. I didn't do anything, by the way, wallahi. It's working by itself. Anyway, ladies,
Yeah,
please,
doctor, your laptop is funny itself.
So beautiful. The
Your
laptop
laptop trying to be
becomes
humorous.
crazy.
It's trying to be humorous with you.
Wallahi abadan, I didn't do. Maybe the virus, I don't know.
Virus
Corona here
blocked Dr.
can come
Makhlouf
to laptop.
Someone blocked Dr. Makhlouf.
Alhamdulillah. Now,
well, at least I
the
can say my
structure
husband
of
did
the
not
speech.
touch his laptop.
The structure of the speech. The structure of the speech. By the way, you can make people laugh on the truth that you are saying, on the pain that you felt, on anything, any situation, you can make people laugh at. But how? 2 simple steps. Very bad situation, make it more worse. Trust me, people will laugh. And you can see that in the stand-up comedy. When they spoke about situations that they face and they make it worse. Like the situation that Arij faced is that people in the gym are removing their shirts. She make it worse when she start looking at them, forgetting about practicing. So, wallahi, I didn't move it. Anyway, so
why don't you send us and we will help you?
Okay, send me. Anyway, we nearly finished our.
Okay.
Now you made a speech, opening, body, conclusion, as said by Tabassum, also by Wafa. Every characteristics of a good speech are part of it. Then you start the laugh generator process. How do you do this laugh generator process? Move it sentence by sentence, fact by fact. Fact by fact. Stop it! Anyway, choose the literal meaning. What is the literal meaning of this sentence? How can we make it upside down? How we can change the meaning of one of the jumping word? If there is any twist or opportunity to twist.
Doctor, excuse me, just close this because we will understand from you more without these slides. It's getting us confused.
How?
Wallah, believe me, we understand from you more because we are laughing at the screen, not.
I am believing in you.
Wallah, that's much better to see you.
Khalas, Arij, I want to complete.
Continue.
Okay. She's always shouting at me because she's the VP education of our club. Anyway, so what you will do, you will just, Wafa is laughing. I did my job, alhamdulillah. She's the most difficult person to laugh in Laugh Out Loud. Anyway, what you can do simply take sentence by sentence or paragraph by paragraph and start finding how to make this paragraph more fun, more enjoyable, with twist, with the jumping of words, with changing the meaning of the word. You can start laughing at yourself. Choose the points that you don't like in yourself. For me, you know, I don't like my head. So I'm always speaking about my head. Me and Yusuf always speaking about our head. Flex cannot do that, but I can, of course. I have a problem always happening. They told me that you have to change the lamp in your room. Then I brought the biggest lamp in the shop to make it more brighter. Imagine what becomes more brighter. Only. Wallahi, see? This is the lamp up there. Anyway, Rubina, laugh Baba عادي. Feel free to laugh. Where is the timer? Yusuf, you are the timer, by the way. Okay. Second thing, choose something opposite or triads. Something like something good, and then something good, and then something totally different, or something crazy. Like the wedding was very nice, full of cake, full of dancing, and full of drunken uncles. So something like that, it may catch with the audience. If you do it on something related to you, you will feel it more. Many ways to inject humor, but always remember that humorous speech is a speech. So at the beginning, you prepare a speech about topic, aim to give an idea, to a message to the audience. Then inject humors in the speech, not like stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedy is punches following each other with a main idea connecting them together. Don't do that. And don't roast your friends and said this is a humorous speech. This is not a humorous speech. For a humorous speech, you have to have an idea, a main line, a message, then inject humor. You can roast your friends in a structure of a speech, like what we saw from Priscilla. It was a very nice speech, despite she roasted her friends. It's fine. She chose the points of laughter in each one of us. Like if I want to roast Tabassum, what point should I focus on?
Her voice.
Her speed. No, not the voice. Her speed of voice. Don't misunderstand me. Speed of voice. So if I want to roast her, I start speak about her speed of uh, of wording. Very fast. She can finish the whole speech in 2 minutes, despite anybody else will do it in 7 minutes. But again, this is how to make the speech more fun. Now, we spoke about the international speeches or the humorous speeches. What about the table topics and evaluation? Don't say no humor in evaluation. This is not right. You have the right to do a few sense of humor, which really makes difference with the judges in the contest. Many of those who add humor to their speeches won at the end. Also, adding humor to your speech will do a lot of things with the audience. You tell me, Adding humor to your speeches, either table topics, evaluation, or keynote speech, or any kind of speech. What will add to your audience? What to add in you, this adding your speech? What will, how they will affect your audience? First, they will make them smile. What else, Arid?
Attention, bring to attention.
Yes, they will be focused on your speech. You will always grab their attention, all the speech from the beginning till the end. What else?
They will enjoy it, and
Yes, they will
They will
enjoy
also.
your speech. What
Robina.
else? If you have something heavy to say, what is the best way to say it so they will accept it, they will digest it? The best way is to give it in a humor way. They will be focused, they will accept whatever you will say, even what we call the dark comedy. What is the dark comedy? It's a heavy topic, heavy political issue, or heavy something very tough to say. If you just say it in a humorous way, it will pass. This is what we
Like
are
the
saying.
shirts? No.
What shirt?
Nothing, nothing.
By the way, I don't know why I brought this shirt from my wife, because our president Tabassum said you have to wear a pink color. So I asked my wife, what is the pink color exactly? Because men doesn't know exact the pink color. So after discussing with my wife, she gave me this shirt. But alhamdulillah, it's working. صح, President? This is pink, right?
Pink قوي.
It's awesome. You're looking very handsome.
That's why.
But it's your wife's shirt? How
Yes,
it fits?
she loves to wear oversized. Why?
Okay.
By the way, in the stand-up comedy, we will speak about that, but the difference in stand-up comedy than the speeches is that the amount of interaction between the audience and the stand-up comedian is very high compared to the speeches. In the speeches, you can interact with the audience, but because of the limitation in time, you cannot interact a lot. But in delivery, very important thing, let me speak about delivering a humorous speech. The secret is three things. First and most important is pauses. Pauses. Meher, right? Why pauses is very important in humorous speeches? Why do you think it's very important?
I think it has a very an impact on the message, whatever you're saying, or even if it's a joke, it has an impact. It registers with the listeners.
Yes.
I would say
yes.
it allows
You want to say
time for the
something?
audience to laugh.
Yes, exactly. It will, yes, it's very important because it will give time for the audience to laugh. It will give time for the audience to digest the joke that you gave them. And if they didn't laugh, you can continue directly and don't ask them to laugh. Don't say, you didn't like it? Come on, let's laugh together. No, don't do that. Go ahead and go for the next idea. Second thing, very important, the usage of vocal variety. The more you have vocal variety, the better the joke will be delivered, the better the speech will be delivered. If you are imitating your wife's voice, your grandmother or grandfather voice, all these voices will make others again feel the situation, feel what you are having, and give and laugh at the situation they felt they are in. And the third thing is facial expressions. To have more jokes, to let people laugh more, exaggerate a little bit your facial expressions. Like Wafa, she's exaggerating her facial expressions now. So Something like that. I tried my best. I'm sorry, my
Can I
laptop
add one
is
more thing,
crazy
Doctor?
today because, yeah.
One more thing. Do not laugh at
Tell
your
me.
jokes.
Ah,
Do
yes,
not laugh
I
at your
forgot
jokes.
about that. They said don't laugh at your jokes, but I don't believe in it a little bit. You may smile, you may laugh, but don't lose the connection with the audience or the connection with the next idea. This is very important because if you start laughing, you will lose the connection with the audience and with the next idea. But smiling or give a small laugh, no problem in it. This is from my point of view, from my idea. With that, I'm ready for any question. And thank you for listening to my crazy topic. Thank you so much.
Well done, DTM Makhlouf. I
I
have a
have a
question.
question. Okay.
Thank you, Yusuf. Yeah,
Thank
tell
you.
me.
I'm sorry. I have to. I'm
I
gonna
think
speak
we
first.
have
I'm
1
sorry.
minute or 2 minutes for question.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm
we
gonna
have
say it quick.
three.
Sure. Okay. So mine is. I just was in a session. I mean, last week with DTM Tabassum, and she told me that because of my way of sarcasm in my comedy, I have to use a flatter voice, you know, not so like a maybe monotone, not much book variety. What do you say about that?
Wait a minute.
Depends
I
about
told
the
the other way
joke.
around that you need more variations.
I need more variation?
Yeah, I told that
Oh,
way.
sorry. Oh, okay. So I understood it wrong.
You
Okay, no,
can be
never mind.
monotonous if you are making joke about your voice. Like if I want to make joke about my
Oh, I
voice,
didn't
I
know.
can be.
I was
And
wondering.
that's what happened this day. Okay.
So I
Did
need
I
more
answer
book
your
variety.
question
Okay.
now?
I got it
Okay,
the
thank
other way
you.
around. I'm sorry. Okay. So good thing.
How many of you still feeling that humor is difficult? Wow.
Arid, put your
Okay,
hand
fine.
down.
But try it, guys. You will feel if you tried it, it's amazing. It's amazing. And the
Doctor,
amount
I
of
have a
engagement.
question.
Meher has a question. Meher, I think, has a
Before
question.
Meher, I have a question.
Yeah.
We need to.
She is the president and you are VP Education. How come?
I know, but
She
this
has
is
to start.
important. Don't.
No.
It's a very tough question. Do you think that we need Rubina to be member in Laugh Out Loud?
No.
She's not smiling even, Doctor.
She needs to be a member in Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
Hey, don't take
I have
my
been
members.
laughing throughout the session. I mean, I'm just going hilarious. I think so far I have the maximum.
Let's hear.
No, we are not
I
having
have
one.
The president
It's a
is
joint
like,
meeting.
no.
It's not a fighting meeting.
Ladies.
I'm really enjoying it. That's why I'm not speaking much. I'm
Flex,
just.
let's leave. This is the toughest workshop I had. All ladies except 3 men, and one of them is timer, so he will not speak. Anyway, yes, Mahir.
Now, I just had a question. Like, are there any tips? Like, when suppose I want to give a humorous speech, is there anything that while choosing a topic, anything that I should look out for? Like, what could be easy for me, or what could be hard?
One of the worst day you had. One of the worst day you had, and start thinking how you can exaggerate it and get a message from it and structure a speech of the struggle that you had in this day. And trust me, laughter will come by itself.
Thank you.
Most welcome. And if you need help, Tabassum is the best to help you in struggling. She's a great coach.
Yes, she
I am
is.
there to help.
Yes, she is.
Arid.
Arij, of course.
Actually, I think you all are.
I'm
Wafaa
very
can help
impressed
you
with
in the
Arij and
drama,
Dr.
but
Mohammed, really.
Thank you, Rubina. Thank you. Any more questions?
But don't keep your eye on my members.
No, not at all. Anyway, we are
I
an
was
advanced
kidding. I was
club. They are
kidding.
most welcome with you.
With you, yes. Let's be.
Yes, we will have more joint meeting because I think this is one amazing meeting
Our
that we are
pleasure.
having
Yes.
today. Thank you so much, Dr. Makhlouf, and please a round of applause for that very, very interactive workshop. And now it's not just I grasp how you are speaking, like, the content that you're telling me, but the way you are conducting it. So I think for all the speakers, this is the next step to learn from wonderful trainers, Dr. Makhlouf, DTM Wafa, Arij. We have such amazing trainers. So we have to learn how they are training and keeping us engaged, that there is not a single moment. So yes, a round of applause. Thank you so much. So now I'm sure with these tips of injecting humor, we are waiting for yet another interactive segment from none other than Rubina, who Laugh Out Loud is trying to get her in the club, and there is Meher who's like, no, no, no. So let's call Rubina on board to conduct this segment called Something Special Stand-Up Comedy Debate. So once again, this is a format of Laugh Out Loud Club, which leading lady member has taken the initiative to conduct. So before I call her, just let me give her a brief introduction of Rubina. She has been living in Kuwait for the past 2 decades. Wow. Working for, wait, let me just enlarge the file because I can't see my file what I'm reading. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Working for aviation field for more than 15 years. She joined Toastmaster during April 2021 as a speech crafter. And now she's a proud member of Leading Ladies, and we are proud of you for completing level 1. She believes in striving for excellence in whatever she does and always keeps a positive attitude towards life. Something you wanted to achieve, she wanted to achieve in life, kept the hope alive, and universe conspired. She has many, many things which conspired, and eventually some did happen. One of her most memorable moments was when she was an individual winner for Sales Excellence Award, which was presented by His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed Al Maktoum. It was very challenging and tough competition at worldwide level, which was unbelievable, impossible, but hope, hard work, and faith cruised her to win it. The winning prize was paid first class luxurious trip to USA and Canada with family, and that was one bucket list off. So round of applause. Let's welcome Toastmaster Rubina to conduct this segment. A round of applause.
Thank you, DTM Tabassum, and good evening, everyone. First of all, before I begin the segment, I just want to say thank you for DTM Tabassum and TM Meher for having this joint meeting today, because really, I'm really enjoying it because there's so much to learn from each one of you. I'm just laughing and smiling. I have never laughed so much as I have laughed today. So maybe on a second thought, I could think of being a part of both the clubs. Could be a nice one, right? Yay, all right. So today we are going to have a nice stand-up comedy debate, which we'll try to make it in a comedy way, because we have got many good tips from Dr. Mohammed. So we'll try to include that in our session. So can I share the slide?
Yes, if DTM Wafa can give her the co-host, right? You're the co-host.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So today's session is going to be a debate session that we're going to have, for which we would need 2 teams. So there'll be team A and there'll be team B. So before we begin with the topic, the team A will talk for the topic and the team B will talk against that topic. So the tips of the topic that you can use while debating would be, you can make a point, you can give reasons for that. You can even add examples from your life experiences. And definitely you need to have a good closing statement to what you're talking about. So it's going to be on 3 rounds. The first round will start with the captain, which will make an opening statement regarding that topic. And the second and the third round, the next 2 speakers will add points to that. The timing for this, for each round will be 1.5 minutes. At 30 seconds, green light will come up. At 1 minute, yellow, and at 1.5 minutes, red will show up. Each speaker will speak for 1.5 minutes, and the 30 seconds will be in addition to that. for cross-examination. So we will have two teams. One will talk affirmative or for it, and one will talk negative or against it. So let's say if the affirmative will start talking for 1.5 minutes, the negative team will also speak for 1.5 minutes on that topic, on the against topic, but also be given ½ minute to cross-examine on the affirmative. And likewise, it will go on. And the audience will vote for best team, which will be either A team or the B team, and the best debater from all the 6 speakers. So before I start giving the topic, can we choose 6 people? Now I need to not share my screen because I can't see anybody. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so I couldn't see people in my screen that time. So can we have 6 speakers? I would prefer 3 men and 3 women because the topic is very interesting. So to make it more interesting and fun, can we have 3 men speakers? I can see Dr. Mohammed would be great. Flex will be an excellent. And I only see
two gentlemen only.
Lawrence.
You have Lawrence.
Lawrence
I don't know. Lawrence is there.
Lawrence can speak. Yusuf Timer.
Yusuf Timer, yeah. Felix can speak as Lawrence.
I can be the timer instead of Yusuf.
No, I want to hear your perspective on this topic because this topic is very interesting. So I really want to
made
hear
it for you, it seems.
I'm just waiting to hear from you, Doctor.
Let's invite women who have not
spoken.
and
let's have 3
who would like
women
to take part.
who would like
who
to
have
take
not
part.
spoken yet.
Yes, please.
Unfair to have 3 women only.
Lakshmi, maybe.
Lakshmi already spoke for the table topic. So anybody else would like to go for? Otherwise, we'll take Lakshmi.
Jamila, Ambreen.
Maimuna? Jamila?
Memuna, would you like to help with timer? Then we can take Yusuf also.
Yeah, that would be good also.
I will take the timer role. No
Okay. So
Memuna will take timer. Let's have Yusuf participating. So Yusuf, Felix, and Mohammed Makhlouf, and 3 women.
Can we have the DTM Wafa? Can we have DTM Wafa joining us?
Wafa.
It'd be nice to hear a perspective.
I will make it not funny.
And it's okay. I just want to hear your perspective. And Arish would like to
take Meher and Lakshmi.
Meher, yes, definitely Meher.
Challenge accepted.
Oh my God, this is going to be so interesting. I can already imagine.
Yes, come on, Meher. I also want to hear
Meher
Meher.
Lakshmi.
Wafa,
Meher
Lakshmi. Okay, great. Oh God. Okay, my battery is running down. Okay, so just 1 second. The topic is, I'll just share the topic. Okay, so the topic is men are better at parenting than women. So men are better at parenting than women. So men, which are our 3 speakers, will talk for it. They believe in it. And women will talk against it. So men are better at parenting than women. That's the topic. So would you want to spotlight DTM Tabassum?
Yes, I'll just spotlight all of them. Yes, I'll just do it.
I'm just going to run to get my battery charger for the laptop. It's going to shut down any minute. Just 1 second.
I will just spotlight all the speakers, and you can rename yourself as Pro 1, Pro 2, Pro 3, and who are the negative.
Team A, or men can be Team A and women can be Team B, if that's easier.
Okay, so A.
Why not woman Team A?
Yeah, okay, that way anything would do.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Arish, are you trying to just get tough?
Why I'm not able to spotlight? 1 second. Yeah, okay. Let me just spotlight all the speakers. Can some co-host help me spotlight?
Also spotlight the timer, Tabassum.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
But she need to open her camera.
Okay.
Who are the
Memuna, if you can open the camera.
Who are the
and
speakers?
Felix. Have you got all? Okay, 3 women, 3 men are here. Okay, right. Who's missing? Lakshmi. Okay. And who else? Memuna.
The timer.
Where is Memuna? Yeah, she's here. I'll spotlight her. Okay, and now the moderator is missing. I think she went to recharge. Memuna, she's back. Rubina's back. Yeah, she's back. I'll just spotlight her. Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. So.
Okay. Yes. All set.
So we are. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm connecting on the phone right now because the laptop battery got. So can we start? So the timer is ready.
Yes.
And all the speakers are ready. So who is the captain from the men's side, from the team A?
I'll be the captain.
Yusuf.
Okay. Okay, so Yusuf, you could give it a start. You have 1.5 minutes to start.
Yeah, sure. We men are the best at parenting. And the biggest proof of this is me, because I have 2 children right now. And these 2 children, I play with them every day. And we do so many things together. We bake a cake together every weekend. On the weekend, with the whole family comes together in the kitchen, and we have, a dough, and we have water, and everything is ready. And then we put it all together, and so we're just having so much fun, and we're laughing, and everything is going great, So that's family spirit for you. Because and I do most of the work, and my wife would just sleep at some times because she's very busy, I guess. I don't know. So, but me and the children, we do so much work. We just get from point A to B, and that's it. We do everything, but she doesn't do anything. I mean, I don't know why she's in the house even, But at the very end, yeah, we do a great job. We do a great job together, me and the children. And I'm very proud of them.
Okay, team B.
Thank you, my worthy opponent. And yes, the men are good, but in playing games only. When it comes to feeding, when it comes to changing diaper, when it comes to making the kid sleep, they cannot stay more than 5 minutes. Then they will throw the baby away and run and make themselves busy. So men are not good for parenting at all. If you want your child to be demotivated at life, if you want your child to be skinny without being good fed or dirty with crazy hair, let a father raise a child. That is the only solution for a child to be unfed, dirty and messy hair, and not motivated to live. So, to conclude, my worthy opponent, best luck in your debate, but I know that whatever you say, men are not good parenting at all. Back to you, Titi, moderator.
Okay. So team B, team A again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Human can have a.
Okay, Flex, go ahead.
Yeah, Flex, go ahead.
Yes, human can have a good cook to children. I agree. But what I'm going to say, on the other hand, who will really take care of our children when the light is not working, TV is not on, machine have broken? Who will fix it? Father. I quote another example. If our children have any discipline or any problem, who do you think teacher will call for? Papa or mama? I tell you, it's father. It's because father will listen to teacher say, to try to get some advice. If come to mother, I'm sorry to say, my wife, they not listen to teacher, everything. They will scold teacher first. Listen to me. You listen to me. Not I'm listen to you. I'm sorry to say that. That's the experience I get from my children. Say, father, please help me this time. Don't let mother know, please. When receive a result, also, Papa, please help me to sign, give a signature. Don't tell mother. I will get trouble. So my conclusion is, father is a good taker, and also can teach everything, the technique, the life, everything. Trust me. Also, father is also can be a good storyteller in their life. Back to you.
No, 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 no. I completely disagree. Number one, for your child, for you to get a call from the school, your wife drives your child to school. And if your child is scared of the mother, Baba, don't tell mama, is because your wife is disciplining them. That's why they're scared of her. And Mr. Yusuf, you are so happy making cake with your kids. Who does the grocery? Who brings the ingredients? And another point, parenting is not about having fun. Parenting is tested during hard times, when the child is in trouble, when he is not happy. Who does he run to? Mama. When he's hungry, mama. When he's upset, mama. When he cries, mama. So it's the mother, not the father. The father is only there for fun, 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 fun. All the hard duties are for mama. So the woman has twice the duties, twice the strength, especially when she gives birth to him. How can you say you are better? The child is inside the mother. He can hear his mother's heartbeat. That's the first thing he hears. Back to you.
Okay.
My
So,
worthy opponent, who said that hard work is only for women? What hard work women are doing? Who is lifting the bags from the grocery? The man. Who is fixing things at home? The man. Who is doing everything for the baby outside home? The man. Did you hear about single dad? Single dad. You know single dad? You know single dad? I don't know single dad, but I heard about it. By statistics, single dad is everywhere now. Single dad is majority of dads are single dads, and they are taking care of the children, and they are better in parenting. Who is shouting at home? Who is nagging on the father, the children, nagging sometimes on herself? Who?
They are nagging because
Who
the
is
father
always,
cannot do
please,
it right.
please, I didn't interrupt, please, I didn't interrupt my worthy opponent. Don't interrupt, please, please, wait. Do you feel that feeding with non-tasty food is good thing? We are escaping from home to eat delicious food outside because of the food you are doing at home. Second, do you feel that changing pampers is the best thing that you are doing in parenting? We are taking care of the minds of the children, playing with them, games, playing with them. This one, all these things are enlarging their brains. You are
Monopoly.
just feeding them to enlarge their tummy, to become fatty. No. And what about sleeping? Who can sleep beside women? They are non-stop talking. You can't sleep beside them. Thanks God my wife is not listening. So my worthy opponent, the best
okay, so
is,
now what you can do is
yeah, clap for me.
you can cross,
And
you can,
back to you.
no, it's clap for you, and you can have
No, we still have Lakshmi left. We have
I
Lakshmi.
still have to see.
yes, but if you both want, you can cross examine yourself. I mean, both.
No,
If
finished.
Meher, you
No
wants to say something
cross-examination
to
anymore.
Dr. Mohammed,
Okay.
Before we
So
move,
30 seconds. It has 30 seconds.
before Lakshmi
But
Go
we
ahead.
didn't
let Lakshmi
cross-examine
do
the
it,
previous.
and then in the end we'll have the crossfire.
Okay, all right, fine. Okay, go ahead, Lakshmi.
So as my teammate just put it in the chat, this is all coming from a man who had to go to his wife for his shirt. So isn't it very apparent that the men think that they're doing a great job? That in itself is a proof that they're actually not. We are making it easy for them so that they're doing all the fun things and they think that is parenting. But actually the women's work is all done in the background, all the hard work, the back breaking, And we are constantly worried that we are not doing a good job of parenting. So we are always trying to improve ourselves. While the men think that just baking in once a week, not every day, just baking once a week, and going outside and lifting bags maybe once or twice a week, that's the essence of parenting. While we, day in and day out, from morning to evening, we think and we plan and we do all the little stuff, right from packing food and getting them ready and waking them and I don't know what not. And that is actually the bone-breaking little things that make up parenting. The men think that all these fun things that they do, this is parenting, but this is actually what we let you do so that you feel good about themselves, you know. And how about the single dads? They're all single, of course, because they're divorced because they ignored their wives and the kids, and now they're single, and now they're trying to make up for lost time. But no, it's too late for that, men. We have already done all the hard work, and we deserve to be awarded for the best parents. Thank you.
Moderator, we have just 1 minute for one of the guests to wrap up. There is no time for cross-examination.
Okay,
So just
all right.
1 minute,
Okay.
pick up a
Can we
guest to
have
wrap up.
can we have Arish summarize from both the sides, and what is your final opinion? It can be
Are you
for
sure
or
you
against. I
want
leave
me to
that to
be
you.
interfered in
Yes.
this field?
Yeah, like summarize both the sides, and maybe you can give your opinion in whatever way.
Well, to summarize, and to make things short, we have here Team A. They had a very strong point talking about parenting, how they are good enough in playing games with their kids and make it funny, and they are hard worker. They do all the things that need to be done from their side, fixing TV and all these things, and they have raised their points in a very strong way, and we all can witness that. And at the other side, we have seen Team B delivering a very great points about how they were taking care of the kids, feeding them while they are crying. They are there next to them. When they are sick, they are next to their bed, helping them. We saw how they were giving us the points that to show how good women are in parenting more than men. And to conclude and to give my own opinion, men and women are bad in parenting, and that can be shown with my niece and nephews. And none of you, men or women, are great enough, because at the end, both of you are getting fed up and leave the kids to the other side. So don't bring kids, don't get married, and enjoy your life single like me. Thank you so much.
Okay, all of you give a pose and I'll take a picture of the debaters. So everybody give a smile, debaters. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you.
Over to you, Team Modi.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and a round of applause for our Toastmaster Rubina Pardiwala for conducting this debate session so excellently. This is the third session she has conducted, and I think I really love the topic she comes up with. So round of applause. Great going. So after this fun debate, oh my God, I feel that the men and women are all charged up now. Let's come to our general evaluation, and let's hear from our DTM Wafa Salman, past district director, immediate past president of Laugh Out Loud. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Tabassum. Now we are going to the third segment of our meeting, which is the general evaluation. And in this segment, it will be divided into several parts. First, I will ask the speech evaluator to evaluate one and only speech that we had. And then we will have another evaluator for the stand-up comedy show. Then we will give my overall evaluation after asking the timer report. And overall, that's how the evaluation segment will run. Let me start by calling first is the speech evaluator for Priscilla's speech, and it is TM Iman.
Yes. Yes.
TM Iman. But before that, timer, can you please remind TM Iman in her timing?
Yes, TM
Or
Iman
evaluation.
has a time, yes, of evaluation. Her timing will be 2 minutes, the green, yellow at 2.5, and I can do it both at the same time, but you know, green will be at 3 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you very much. And the floor is yours, TM Iman.
Thank you, DTM Wafa. Well, DTM Priscilla's speech, Toastmasters Affairs. She opened her speech asking us if we would be wondering if she was going to expose her fellow Toastmasters, which was a wonderful way to open her topic. It caught everybody's attention. It was the scoop of all scoops that we were waiting for. And so from the very start, she had everybody's attention and everybody's interest. We couldn't wait to hear what she was going to say, who she was going to pick on, what was going to come. She kept us guessing throughout her time. Of course, DTM Priscilla is a wonderful speaker. She has very good gestures. She's extremely clear. Her clarity in her words, top marks, with great vocals. She's very comfortable. You can feel she's very comfortable giving her speech. And she uses her space well. She moved forward, she moved backward, she reached to the sides. She really used her space very well, with great eye contact. And of course, once again, another wonderful, well-constructed speech. Her humor was there. But I think, DTM Priscilla, you could expand even more on the humor. I know, I personally think it's the hardest part of any speech to inject the humor. So although you had the humor there, maybe you could work on showing more emotion on how you're reacting to what you're finding out your husband's doing, or who he's talking to, or, you know, all these things. So just show us a little bit more emotion. Just overplay it almost. Would be, if as it's a humor speech, you could overplay your emotions, your shock, your crying, your anger at this woman, or whatever. So I think that's one way maybe that you could improve. But really, it's so hard to find something to suggest for you to improve. I think also the choice of the topic, which in general everyone could relate to. So it was a very good choice of topic. Although I think that obviously those people who know the people that you mentioned personally would find it even more funny and more relatable. But in general, even if you didn't know any of the people that you were talking about, because it's a general situation that people will have come across either personally or through friends or through family, it's a very relatable topic. So it was really, really suitable, I think. So yeah, my only challenge to you is, I say, just try to maybe just overemphasize on the emotions. Otherwise, A1, it's hard to find fault for you, DTM Priscilla. You're a leader, and you're just so wonderful in your speeches. You really inspire everybody. So rock on. Well done. And of course, you ended your speech with a quote. It was a very suitable quote. And of course, not only is this a suitable quote, but I think it's something that we should remember ourselves. If when we've had our worst day, try to find a little bit of laughter to relieve ourselves. So back to you, TMOD, or DTM Wafa, sorry.
Big round of applause for our speech evaluator. Well done, Iman. And now let's see another evaluator who will be evaluating the two amazing stand-up comedian we had, the 4Ds, 5Ds, all the Ds in the word, Dr. DTM, DDDD, Makhlouf. You have 4 to 5 minutes, right? Or 3 to 4?
4 to 5,
Three
yes.
to four. 3 to 4.
3 to 4. Okay. 3 to 4.
Okay, 3
Dr.
to 4
Makhlouf,
Or
the
minutes.
1 to
floor is
2
yours.
even if you need. I'm there
The
for
floor
you.
is yours.
1 to 2 is more than enough. Anyway, Felicita and Arij, you did an amazing job. First of all, the uh, self-confidence to give a stand-up comedy. This is not an easy job. I know many members in Kuwait in Laugh Out Loud till now, they didn't give a stand-up comedy. Don't be shy, Wafa. You will do it one time. But doing it is really not an easy job at all. But you did an amazing job. Of course, let's start with Felicita. You directly related to the audience, despite there was a mute at the beginning, but your self-confidence was still there. You were uh, uh, speaking confidently, working hard to allow audience to understand what you want and to give a real speech that uh, will make us laugh, and we laugh. Especially the story about your neighbor, the Hulk. And when he starts speaking, it was hilarious. Uh, the other thing is the story with your maid, and the other story when you start reading, and when your children start roasted you. All the stories were amazing. But I want to add a few points that will improve your stand-up comedy if you allow me to do that. First, uh, make a line connection between the stories, so we will feel that they are connected together. At least 1 to 2 words to connect stories together. This is number one. Number two, uh, I need to feel your voice modulation. Your voice was great, but sometimes I need you to be more faster, to give more energy, then slow down again, then energy again. These things will make people really laugh, especially in the occasion where you found Hulk in front of you. Give it the reaction of seeing Hulk in front of you. Then after seeing this Hulk, speak directly. The third thing, don't narrate. Don't make it as a story you are narrating. Do it directly as you are living it now, and you are saying to us directly. Now, let's move to DTM Arij. She's experienced stand-up comedian, but I think Arij, you need to prepare more punches, more powerful punches before the delivering the stand-up comedy. It was very nice. It was very good, but the sequence needs a little bit of improvement. I will go directly to the points that needs improvement. You are an experienced Toastmasters. The idea is very good. You hook the audience from the beginning by interacting with them. You start giving them an idea about the topic you will speak about without, in brief. My speech was about that, and now I'm at the gym and I'm having this and that. What I need is to separate also between the bunches. Don't take us from the bunch to the other without giving a pause and start a point. Let us start with you a new point. So we will laugh more. Instead of laughing on the topic from the beginning, then laughter become less at the end. So every time give a punch. I think both of you did an amazing job. Uh, I would love to see more facial expressions with Felicita, more voice modulation, and with Arij, more punches and separating each one, and more structured stand-up comedy. Thank you, and back to our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Dr. Makhlouf, for the constructive feedback, and definitely this will make the both stand-up comedian prepare for their next stand-up comedian show. Now, I want to ask the timer, are all the speakers qualified? For the sake of time, just I need to be specified or not,
Sure.
qualified or not.
You mean evaluators or speakers? All the speakers?
All the speakers.
Okay. Let's see the timing. What did I write? Okay. TM Priscilla took 7 minutes, 27 seconds, which was okay. She was in timing. TM Felicita took about 6 minutes, 25, which was over the time. And Arij took 4 minutes and 10 seconds, which was in the time. So only TM Felicita.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And the evaluators?
Evaluators, TM Iman, 3 minutes, 45 seconds within the time. And DTM Makhlouf took 4 minutes, 27 seconds, which was also within the time. Yeah.
3 minutes 45?
Yeah, TM Iman.
She's not in the time. 3 minutes
she's not in
30
the time.
seconds should.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so
great.
she's not in the time.
Thank you very much, timer. And now let me give my conclusion of the meeting. First of all, the meeting started on time, which is amazing. But before the meeting started, the guests were welcoming. There was chit chat. I was listening, the good vibes, and the people felt that they are in the same club, not the two clubs in a joint meeting, which was amazing. The meeting started on time. Just a comment on that. We don't need to say that the surgeon at arms is not here or is late, whatever. Acting surgeon at arms, you will step in as a president. Let me know, wear a hat of acting surgeon at arms and start without this excuses, because you are the president and you can step in this place. TMOD, first of all, the president adopted the agenda, and that's amazing. But when the agenda, there is no changes in the agenda, we don't need a motion. When there is changes, we need a motion. So there was one change, right, in the agenda or not, which is Dr. Makhlouf and Deepak Pindar. So because of this, there was one change. So it should be, their motion should be, which is done perfectly. The TMOD has introduced the speaker in an amazing way. That's very good. And this is important in every Toastmaster of the day. You should take at least this from every speaker a line to introduce that speaker in a proper way. Other than that, the speaker will not feel that they are that much important. Segments, there were too many segments, if I can say. Speakers were amazing. The one speaker was amazing. The two stand-up comedian, I loved the session. Now, my comment on the table topic, it was good session, but when we have a debate table topics, so it's too much to have an education, a table topic, and a debate table topic. And now it's 8:29, and I'm trying to rush out in my evaluation to try not to be late. And I think we need a motion to extend the meeting 5 to 10 minutes or 10 minutes, so we can agree on that as members. The meeting went fine. The debate table topic was amazing, and this is the hilarious segment we have at LOL. That is LOL unique segment, and anybody who will attend the segment, he will feel involved, engaged, and having fun. Evaluators were giving good feedback. Just my comment only on the condensed agenda. If we have a debate, we don't need table topic, and when there is an education, so we can cut down the timing. Now it's 8:30. I will give back to the Toastmaster of the day, so we will ask for 10 minutes or 5 minutes extra emotion from the floor. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. And a round of applause for DTM Wafa Salman. And I felt that was Tabassum, because she was speaking so fast to cut down and condense the timing. So thank you so much. And my team for guiding me for various aspects. And yes, we would like to have a motion of extending the meeting by 10 minutes, just to be on safer side. Let's keep it 10 minutes. So someone can just pass the motion and someone please second it. Yes, Meher.
Yeah, I Toastmaster Meher, accept the motion. Second the motion.
Propose to extend by 10 minutes.
Okay,
Who would like
propose to
second it?
extend by
Thank you,
10
sir.
minutes.
Who would like to second it?
ITM
Yes,
Yusuf Naik
DTM
would like to second.
Thank you so
second
much.
the motion of TM Meher. Yes.
Thank you so much. And with that, now we'll come to the important segment of voting for the best speaker, for the best table topic speaker, and for the best debater as well as the best debate team. So if we have our moderator with her, and I think best evaluator also, if everything is ready, we would like to select the best speakers. So we can have the agenda, we can have the poll. So yes, till the time the poll is launched, I would say as a Toastmaster of the day that yes, it was a great meeting and I'm sure it was highly interactive. So okay, we have the best table topics. So please cast your vote. 0 of 13.
Yes,
Best,
table
yeah,
topics.
Rubina, Shakuntala, Felix, Iman,
yes.
Lakshmi.
And I can remind you, Rubina entered the mall. Shakuntala looked at the dresses. Felix was hungry. Iman loved the shoes. And Lakshmi was in bed dreaming.
Wow. Okay, so we have very quickly, we have another 15 seconds and we'll wrap up the poll.
You vote to vote if there is no.
9 out of 13 voted, 69%. We need more to vote. 10 has voted, more 3 to go. So we have, okay, so I think we'll stop the poll and we have a tie. Okay, so we stop the poll and I will not share the result, but I'll say we have a tie between Felix and Iman. Both of them have got 40% each. So give a round of applause for Toastmaster Felix and Toastmaster Iman for table topics. Best speaker and Toastmaster Iman. Now can we have the best debater and the best debate team if possible? And I think we had an amazing session and thanks for all who have worn pink color. This is the month of October for the cancer. So cancer awareness, we are wearing pink. And I think it was both the clubs, I would say that we should have once again a joint meeting because it was a great experience. Okay, now we have the best debate team. So please vote for the best debate team. Yes, quickly, 4 of them have voted. Come on. I think even if more vote, I can see the winner. 10, 11 out of 13. Okay. 11 out, 2 more to vote. Please, 2 more we need.
No, me and you
stand a
cannot vote,
chance.
Sebastian. Me and you cannot vote. So it's fine.
So, okay.
Me,
So,
you and Ross cannot vote.
okay, I think I will share the result. I need to share this result. Okay, and I know the men will say, yes, we are the 3 of us and all the women voted for women and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what. But clearly the negative team are the winners. So that shows that who are good in debating. And I don't know, are we having the best debater as well? So we can have the best debater. Okay, excellent. Here comes for the best debater. Come on. Now this is a tricky one. A very, very tricky. Let's see, 7. Okay, we need 11 voters. Yeah, it's going pretty up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh my God. All of them up and down, up and down. Oh my God, 10. One more person to vote. Let's see whose vote is going to get tipped now. Yes, one more person to vote. It's done. Okay, now, okay, I will say the first three, okay, first, second, and third. Okay, so come on, guesses. First debater goes to whom? Any guess? The best debater goes to? I'll not share the
No,
result. Make
Dr.
a guess.
Makhlouf.
Make a guess.
Dr. Makhlouf.
The first
Yeah, I
debater
think-
with 45% goes to Meher.
Meher, yeah.
So the president of Leading Ladies, Meher debater. Yay! Round of applause.
Thank you,
Okay.
everyone who voted.
The debater number 2 with 36% goes to Toastmaster Lakshmi. A round of applause to Lakshmi.
Thank you.
And debater number 3, now take a guess, with 18%. With 18% goes to... Yes, where is Dr. Makhlouf?
Of course.
It is Dr. Makhlouf. A round of applause. Thank you so much. So that was amazing session. And since we are over time, I will take the guest feedback as soon as we adjourn the meeting. So to adjourn the meeting, I would like to call President of Leading Ladies. Please come share a few words and adjourn the meeting. And then let's hear it from our guest.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Tabassum. First of all, I had a wonderful, wonderful time. I'd say before the meeting, Tabassum actually asked me if I could give a speech. And I told her I'm under the weather, so I won't be as enthusiastic giving my speech, so it won't be a good one. And I didn't come here with much high spirits because I've been feeling very low, but I had a wonderful time. I feel very nice. And first of all, I apologize to the men if my debates hurt any sentiments. But I had a wonderful time. And the best thing that I loved about Laugh Out Club is that all of you members are so comfortable in your environment, in your own skin, that we felt so welcomed. We did not feel any, like we are, meeting for the first time. There's something that we need to be careful, or, any formalities. We didn't feel any of that. So thank you so much for having us. I had a wonderful meeting and look forward to more meetings together. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much. So come on, let both the presidents of Laugh Out Loud, that is me and Toastmaster Meher, let's call the meeting to an adjourn. Ta-da!
Yes,
1, 2, 3.
three.
Meeting is adjourned. And 2 minutes before our extended timing.